All right, this and the water is a 29 on Instacart. It's probably gonna go down because I had to refund. She wanted 5 bottles of water, they only had 1. And those 3 are 23 on Uber. All right, so the first customer is the Uber order. And I'm gonna show you how close he is. And that's why I took those 2 together. Because they had the same amount of item-ish. And the first customer is really, really close. Although he does have a PIN number. And in his note he says, "Do not knock." And he's not answering the messages, so it's kind of like a problem, but okay. Okay. And we are here. We have arrived. That's how close he is. All right. So I just saw that he sent me the PIN number through message. Elevator is so far away from the door. So basically, when people have a PIN number, I usually send them a message and I'm like, "Hey, I'll need the PIN number to complete the delivery. Feel free to send it through chat. On my way to you now." Usually 94 or 95% of the time they answer. And so I don't even have to see them. Please and thank you. They don't want to see me, I don't want to see them. Alright, done. Now I'm gonna go deliver the Instacart. Please and thank you. I need to make a lot of money today, like a lot. Alright, second drop off is 7 minutes away. She has alcohol, and in her notes she said, "Leave it at the door." Well, yes and no. Can't really do that, but I feel like it's like, you know, a note for all of the order, but she knows she ordered alcohol. And when I saw the alcohol, I was like, oh shit, one of the bottle is locked up. So I had to ask the person at the liquor department. The only problem is that I loathe this guy. Dude has been harassing me for quite a while. Can't seem to get rid of him for whatever reason. So I try to limit at the most the interactions that we have, but sometimes I don't have a choice, you know? But thankfully there was someone else there that also helped me, and I wasn't on my own, because what I want to avoid is that being on my own with him, so he just, like, you know, do some weird shit. Anyway, it's 11:42. So the first one was $23, and this one was supposed to be $29, but I don't know if it's gonna stay $29, because like I said, she wanted 5 bottles of Mountain Valley water, and they only had 1. And I mean, technically there isn't really anything to replace with, because they don't do the packs of that water here at that store. Why, I don't know. I don't even know if that exists, but they didn't have it. And I mean, you know, she didn't want any replacement. So I mean, it's not that she didn't want any replacement, it's just that she wanted that water and not another one. She has another 2 packs of water, so at some point it's like, you know, she wanted that specific water probably. So I don't know if she tipped a flat. I don't think she did. Wow, they redid the pedestrian crossing here. Anyway, earlier I saw an Instacart order. I saw 2 Instacart orders actually. One was for 2 people, 2 customers, $11. And between those 2 customers was a shared $2 tip. So One of them probably tipped $2 and one of them tipped probably $0. And I was like, what the hell? It was like 31 or 32 items, something like that. And then they sent those 2 orders with another one. So 3 people for, I think it was $18 altogether for the 3 orders. And all combined, a $3 tip. So the 3rd order that they added only tipped like what, $1? I was like, what the hell is going on with those orders? I understand that today apparently it's supposed to be like a blackout day where people don't order from anywhere and only from small businesses and all of that, you know, to boycott whatever. It never works and it doesn't do anything every time that there is something like this. But I know some drivers are gonna stay home, so it might be beneficial for me, but I don't think most of the Russian dudes are gonna stay home. They're gonna come to work because they don't care. I mean, it's just like me. I don't care. I have bills to pay. You know, like, I can't just be like, oh yeah, fuck big corporations, because ultimately I don't give a fuck about that. Like, you're not gonna change the world by doing this, by doing one day of boycott from Amazon and Walmart. Like, it's not gonna do anything at all. Period. Like, this is not how you change the world. But anyway, let's go deliver this order. We're not too far away. People love to not stop at this stop sign for whatever reason. Like, every time I had to come from that road, I almost get crashed into every single time because people are just like, oh yeah, stop sign, fuck that. Anyway, she was waiting for me outside. So basically I have delivered to them before, and every time they wait for me outside, but usually it's him with the kid. Today was her. It doesn't really matter. She had her ID ready, so all good. Let's see, Uber. Wow, $17 for $17 for one person for 7.2 miles. I'm gonna respectfully decline. All right, let's see. $29.55. Okay, it stayed at 29. Yay. Oh, she tipped a flat 20. Okay, perfect. That's great, because when I saw that they only had one of the bottle, I was like, shit. You know? Ooh, I am starving, and it's not even 12. It's hot today, so it's really nice. Okay. Let's see. Duck. All right. It's 11:53, so 29 plus 23. We're above $50, which is great. This took me 52 minutes. I did take 5 minutes to go deliver the Uber, but you saw how close they were to the building, to the store. They buzzed me in right away, and they gave me the PIN number. So I didn't even have to wait at all at the door. So it didn't take more. It did not even take 5 minutes, honestly. It did not take more than that. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to the store. Ideally, I would love to make $300 today. Realistically, I would love to make $200 today, but it's the end of the month. It's the last day of February, so I know everyone is trying to get some money to pay rent, so we're not so different. So we'll see, and if I can make like 150 at the very minimum, that would be great. If I can make 200, even better. If I can make 300, it's like I won at the casino, let's say. Wow, there's so many Russian drivers today. Some I've never seen before. Not sure why they came here, but they are here for sure. I'm lucky that I'm getting orders, I guess. $25 for 5.7 miles on DoorDash. It says 46 items, but it wasn't 46 items. It was less than that, 28. Again, I wish DoorDash would tell us items versus units, which makes a huge difference, because I saw the 46 items and I was like, oh, that's a little bit too much for $25 to go that far, because she's in the hills and right now it's 1 1 p.m. So it's 1 p.m. So traffic is just gonna start. And you don't really want to be stuck in traffic, you know, especially over there. So, and I was like, that's a lot of items. But then I looked at the item list and I was like, it's not 46 items, because she had 8 bananas, 5 apples, she had 3 nectarines. So that's a lot of items. But anyway, I had to make a few replacements. She agreed to everything, and now she's 15 minutes away. It's probably an order they should have gone to the other store in Beverly Hills, but I'll take it. I don't care. It's gonna take me what? All together to come back, to go and come back there, probably an hour and 5 minutes. $25. Nothing else is happening anyway. So might as well just get some orders, you know what I mean? Because DoorDash hasn't been sending me a lot lately. I've been declining. My acceptance rate is like 1%. So, and Uber is, you know, my acceptance rate is like 1% too. My cancellation rate went up to 4%. So, you know, not the best stats in the world, not the best ratings, but we're gonna make it. And the Uber ended up being 26 actually. The one that I did with the Instacart earlier. So I'm happy with that. $26. He tipped $19, which is great. And now let's go deliver this one. We're here. Alright, drop off is done. It's $1.20. She didn't tip that well. She tipped $8. Okay, whatever. It wasn't a complicated order. She was answering no traffic to come here. Hopefully no traffic to go back. I need to do the math. I don't know how much money I've made. Okay, I don't know when it stopped recording. So I was saying, I'm at $81. So if they want to send me orders like this all day, I won't be mad. A little bit less mileage would be ideal, but as long as it's like before, that's my car. Never passing the freaking gear. And no turbo. Right now it's okay because it was before the traffic hit. From now on, around here, it's gonna be like kind of a pain because, you know, love that. Because, you're welcome. Because of traffic. Like it's gonna be shit because of traffic, because to get out of here, you have to go through a light. And there is this, it's the only way out, basically. And when there is traffic, well, it's like stopped traffic for like 2 or 3 miles because of the light, because the light doesn't, it doesn't stay green for a long time, you know? So it's complicated until the light. So right now I'm happy that traffic wasn't settled yet, but after 2 p.m. it's gonna be, you know. So if it can stay in an area where I don't have to be stuck behind lights, that would be nice. Oh, and also here, the freaking school. You do not want to be stuck when school is out, because it's just a shit show. Alright, so I went to buy some oil because this parking lot over there is just a shit show. A literal shit show. You have people parking, like double parking on the side, blocking everything. It's just a shit show because it's like a plaza with some restaurants, and basically I think the employees are parking in that parking lot, and right now it's lunchtime, so it's a shit show. But what's there is that there is an AutoZone over there, and that's where I like to go to buy the oil, because I mean they've never, they always sold me the oil that I needed. So my car gave me the the light for a low oil, so I was like, okay, let me just not go back to the store and go directly to AutoZone to buy the oil, which is literally 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes away from the store. But with this heavy traffic, it's just terrible. But I parked a little further away from the parking lot where the AutoZone is. There was like a spot, if you took like the street and you drove like maybe, I don't know, 30 seconds, there was a spot there, so I parked there. I'm gonna go back to the store. I'm gonna ask my friend if he can what the fuck is going on here? Yeah, you should not have gone, but okay, whatever. I'm gonna ask my friend to help me with the oil, and then we're back in business. Okie dokie, 2:20. My friend came and topped off my oil. I needed 2 quarts because I was really at the threshold of it. So we did that. So I still have 1 left, so that's good, because just in case, And right now I am on my way to deliver a $23 order for Kelly. It's not the same Kelly that I used to deliver to on Uber. It's another one. But I like her order. It's always easy. It's always like 5 or 6 items, and she tips pretty well. And everything was in stock. They say 14-minute drive because, yes, there is traffic. Blah. But anyway, $23. I did delay just a bit so we could put some oil in the car. I mean, it took 5 minutes? Literally 5 minutes. So nothing that's too crazy here. But yeah. So far, so good, let's say, because I mean, I could have gone and delivered this order and then came back and then put the oil, but better safe than sorry, I feel. You know what I mean? So, and he was there. So might as well just do it now. And this cost me $37, the 3 quarts. So they gave me like the high mileage oil. Because my car has like 106k miles, and he was like, oh, you should like get an oil change, and I was like, yeah, but I'm not gonna get it today, so I need to top it off, and I'm not gonna get it this weekend either. I think I can actually like I can wait another 2 months before my oil change, because right there on the the little sticker that they give you at the oil change, they put the 18th of May as my next oil change, and we are the 28th of February. Okay, so it's almost 3 months out, and my oil goes down because I drive a lot all the time, and I don't know, minis, I feel like they are very greedy in oil. My previous Mini also had that issue, and I also had an oil leak. Not on this one, but I had an oil leak on the other one. So I was like, okay. But then the mechanics have told me Mini Coopers, they just like they like the oil. Like, they are very greedy in oil, so it doesn't necessarily mean that I need an oil change like right away. I think I can wait in the end of March, beginning of April, to be honest. I just topped it off, and it's right at the middle, so I think we're fine. Okie dokes. So quiet here. All right, drop off is complete. 2:32. Let's see. $23.43. She tipped $14.59. Isn't that freaking amazing? She tipped almost twice as much as the lady earlier that had 28 items, and this person right here had 6 items. Isn't that freaking crazy? 26 minutes, please and thank you. It's 2:30. Going back to the store. Wow, you should go even faster. And he has like a handicapped stuff. It's insane. Like, literally, you really don't need to go that fast. Like, you just don't. There is no reason for you to go that fast. And I'm not a slow driver, but come on, you know? Anyway. Woo, it's such a nice day. Okay, so thanks to this order, we should be above 100. Please and thank you. This is a 47 on Instacart. 2 more. It's going to a house. This one too, thankfully. So it's not that many items. She had 9 and she had 13, I think. There was this lady in the store with her like dog that looked like a rat. And I was in a corner scanning my things, and I was with a friend of mine. I was literally in a corner next to my cart. So you don't need to go where I am to pass, okay? And I was like, oh, I forgot the mozzarella. So I turned around and the fucking dog was next to my feet. So I stepped on it. And I was like, oh. And she looked at me like I killed her grandmother or something. And I was like, why is your dog next to my fucking feet in the first place? Like, first of all, why do you have your dog in the store? And second of all, why is it next to me? Like, I'm literally in a corner just minding my own business, scanning my things, and the only thing that you think of doing is putting your dog next to my fucking feet. So I stomp on it. Fucking dumb. Like, I just don't understand. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't get it. Is it like, why? Like, why do you let your dog loose? It had a leash, but why do you let your dog get close to me when I'm literally in a fucking corner minding my own fucking business? Like, you don't need to be here. I'm in a corner for a reason, so y'all don't have to get close to me when I'm doing my things. No, there are still people who will get all in your business and then be mad because they're in your business. Like, okay, I mean, I didn't step on it hard because I felt that there was something, and I was like, what the, like, why is there something right behind me, first of all? Like, can't you just look around with your fucking dog and, like, I don't know, not make him go into people's freaking legs and feet? Is it really that hard? Like, if you get out and go to the store with your dog, I think people are expecting you to, I don't know, be responsible for the dog. Weird. But I said it once and I'll say it again. Dogs have really no business being in grocery stores. I don't care. I don't care. Like, you can leave your dog at home. It will be okay. Alright, first drop off is done. It wasn't complicated. It's just, you know, you have to haul the freaking 4 packs of water to the door, but it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna be fine. Second drop off is 6 minutes away because I have to go back on my tracks and then go back up the hill on the other side. I don't know why Instacart loves to do that to me. Like, the orders, instead of having the orders following each other, so you go from point A to point B, it's a V. Like, you go there and then you come back and then you go to the second one. I mean, it doesn't matter, but okay. I just hope this first customer tipped good. Well, because she didn't have that many items, but she did have 4 packs of water. Okay. Second customer, I have delivered 2 before. I know her. This one I don't. It's 3:46. I'm breaking my fast with coffee. And when I'm gonna go back to the store after this one, I'll be eating my lunch. So quiet here. I don't know why there is like so much traffic on the way back for some reason. Alright, second drop off is complete. Let me make a U-turn in the dead end. Let's see. I didn't refund anything and I didn't replace anything. So, should stay 47, but the second one, this one had a lot of produce. So with the weight, it might change. Alright, let's see. Oh, there's no signal here. Of course. Why would there be? Alright, let's see. 46.64. So 47. That's pretty good. First customer tipped $19. Please and thank you. So I'm happy with that. And second customer tipped $10. So can't complain. I mean, second customer could have tipped a little bit more, but whatever. She did not have that many items either. She had the bigger order by the number of items, but it wasn't a big order. Okay, 54 minutes. Oops. I don't know how much money I've made, but we are at $99.62 on Instacart. So $100 on Instacart, 26 on Uber, 25 on DoorDash. So probably like 152 or something, which is amazing. All right, 26 on DoorDash. I have delivered to her last week, I think. She's 14 minutes away. So there's a shopper at the store. I think he does this part-time, and he was there today. And he was like, I think this order has a problem. And I was like, oh, really? And basically he showed me. And all of the list was already in the done tab. Like he didn't have to shop for the order. And I was like, oh, I had this happen to me once, and the card would not go through. It was at the time when we had to use the card. The card would not go through, and half of the list was not even on the app. And the person said that she was missing like half of her order, and then she reported item missing, obviously, because she didn't have half of her order, but it wasn't on my list. Like, it was not on my side of the app at all. And then she also gave me like a 1-star rating that Instacart took away. So it didn't impact my account, but I remember vividly because it was a double order, and I remember she sent me a message and she was like, I'm missing half of my order. And I was like, I mean, that's the entire order that I have for you. Like, I have nothing else on the list. Because she was like, I'm missing all of the berries. She had strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, and I didn't have none of that. Okay? And I don't know if it was a glitch or whatever, but it was the same thing for him. And I was like, it's probably not gonna go through because it was $70 for 14 items. And I was like, it's probably not gonna go through once you go to checkout, you know. And I go to checkout, and he was there waiting, right? Because the order didn't go through. And I am not waiting just because you decided to go 20 miles an hour. Thank you very much. Oh my God. Why? Okay, thank you, Lord. I'm so tired of being like stuck behind dudes who drive like literally 5 miles an hour. Like, why? And basically, he was there waiting for support. And I was like, oh, it didn't go through? And he was like, no. And I was like, yeah, I told you I had this happen to me once, and it was exactly like that. Like the order was already shopped for by someone else, probably. They went to check out, it didn't go through, so they left the order there. I'm just guessing at this point. And they left, and the order went to you or someone else, and then something happened, and then it went to you. And he was like, oh, I'm waiting for support, and it's been 10 minutes. It's been 10 minutes, and they have not even answered yet my first message. I was like, wow. That's kind of insane. So, I don't know. It sucks because it was a really good order, obviously. But sometimes I was like, when it's too good to be true, sometimes it might just be. And I was with a friend of mine, and he was like, why didn't you get the $70 order for 14 items? And I was like, probably because he has already delivered to that person before. I don't know. But ultimately, it was the fucked up order, so I didn't want it anyway. Okay, drop-off is done. They were waiting for me outside. I've delivered to them like last week, I think. They tipped $9. It's not amazing considering the amount of items that they had, but like I said, it's this or nothing. So would you rather stay at the store and do nothing for 3 hours? Or, I mean, $26, it wasn't that bad, you know. It could have been worse. Instacart took away 1 cent from me, and I don't like it. Like, why, you know? Okay, $52 on DoorDash, $99 on Instacart, and $26 on Uber. $178. So we are $22 away from $200. It's 6:11 p.m. I'm going back to the store. You know what's funny? I was at the checkout, and they had ordered like, you know, the pre-packaged meals where they give you like a little bit of crackers, a little bit of cheese, a little bit of olives, a little bit of hummus, you know. And he had ordered one of those, and he had ordered the one with the olives and the cheese and the hummus. And the ones that were made already, they were all made on the 26th. We are the 28th, so it was 2 days ago. And I was trying to find one that was like closer in date, but I didn't realize that I grabbed one that was with grapes and not olives. And I didn't realize that until I was at checkout, and I don't know, God made it for when she scanned the item at the checkout line, it did not go through. So basically the item didn't scan. Like, she scanned it, and then it said item not found. And she was like, hey, it says item not found. And then she scanned it again, and then it scanned, and I looked at it, and I was like, hey, that's not the thing that I was supposed to get. And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go exchange after I've paid, because it's all the same price, you know. And if this did not happen, I would not have caught it, and I would have delivered the wrong thing. And I was like, wow, God works in mysterious ways for sure, because it didn't scan the first time. The first time she scanned it, it did the beep, like it beeped, and then it said item not found. And when she and then I focused on it, and then she rescanned it, and then it went through right away. And she was like, whoa, that's weird. And I was like, I mean, okay. So I was like, okay. And then I went and I exchanged for the correct one. Isn't that funny? All right, let's go to 32 on Uber. So that's gonna put me over 200. All right, this is my 32 on Uber. Last time I delivered to her, she tipped me $38. So we'll see about today. Okay, drop off is done. $10 is the base pay, so she tipped really well. I mean, she's a great tipper. Please and thank you. It's 7:17. Wow, that was hard to say. 7:17 p.m. I'm going back to the store. This was such an easy order. I did replace and refund a few things, so we'll see, because the sandwiches, whatever the prepackaged meals she wanted 4, they only had 3. The cupcakes I replaced, so we'll see, but it's all good. With this one, I should be above 200. I don't know if it's gonna stay a little bit busy. I mean, busy. It's not busy right now at all. So when I got this order, I was happy because I was like, yes, at least I'm getting over 200. Whatever happens after that is a bonus, let's say. But yeah, I'm gonna stay at the store maybe until 8:15. I don't know. I mean, I haven't worked for 3 days, so I have to push myself to stay, just in case. Who knows? Maybe there will be like a $50 order, late night order. I don't know. You never know.